All right, guys, so this is the gray Rhino portable carbon monoxide detector. What's great about this is it plugs into an outlet. You're not going to need batteries. You're not going to have to fumble with it, recharging batteries or recharging the actual device. It works on any standard outlet, so you just plug it in and it will begin to power up, and you'll notice that it powers up here. Let's take a closer look and I'll show you all the details. All right, guys, so this is the gray Rhino portable carbon monoxide detector. This is going to be good for people who travel a lot and want to take this with them. It'll work on any outlet. So this is the standard AC outlet. But take a look, super cool. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in for you and show you what it does. So here we go. It's going to go ahead and power up. You can see that it does show us that it's 0 parts per million of carbon monoxide. Of course, the room is clean. Now, should we it detect carbon monoxide, if it goes over 51 parts per million, it's going to initiate an alarm. And that's just going to beep every few seconds to alert you. Now, if you were to exceed 200 parts per million, it's going to be a continuous alarm letting you know that you should get out of that situation. So there are a few options. You can cycle through the brightness of the screen, and that's going to be your first button. So if I click that once, it's going to turn the screen completely off. Then it'll bring it up to a little bit brighter, so you can barely see it in there. And then it's going to get a little bit brighter. So that's going to be the first button for you. And then if we take a look at the next button, if you just tap this button, it does a little cycle that tests the sensor. So I just tap that, and it's going to do it. There you go. It gave us 3 beeps, letting us know that the sensor's okay. Another cool feature about that sensor is it does detect the air around every 2 seconds. So it's a very efficient and fast sensor. So it's going to keep track of the carbon monoxide levels in your area. Now, the final button on the far right is going to be able to turn the volume on or off. So currently it is on. And then if I click it again, it'll turn the volume off. If you were to have the volume turned off and you exceeded 51 parts per million, the alarm will still go off. If you are familiar with Celsius instead of Fahrenheit, you can actually just hold the middle button down and it'll change it to Celsius. So you can see there, now we're at 24 degrees Celsius. And if I hold that down again, it'll cycle back to Fahrenheit. So depending on what you're familiar with, that is available to you through these buttons. So super simple to use, very efficient. It's a great way to travel with because you can just plug it into any outlet and you don't have to worry about batteries or batteries dying or replacing batteries or recharging batteries. So it's going to be a great option for people who need this type of device.